Well, good morning. It's Monday morning, yet another Monday morning, 16th of August, and I've just had a lovely weekend. However, I'm in Sydney and we are in major lockdown now, thanks to COVID yet again. So I think we're into our 8th week of lockdown. I'm not sure. So I hope those of you who are all across New South Wales, you're doing okay. And for those of you looking for a job, then I'm here for you just to help you with a few quick tips this morning to help you with your job search and to prepare you for your job interviews. The past 5 LinkedIn Lives, I've been preparing you with resume tips, etc. And today I want to give you a little bit of an insight into how to craft a powerful positioning statement or pitch, because so often the first thing that you're asked when you go in for an interview is, so tell me about yourself, or tell me about your professional background. Now, before I go into that, I just want to mention that I know it's really tough and so many people are doing it really, really hard because of the lockdowns and feeling the stress and anxiety. So I have something for you here that is free during COVID. It's normally, what is it? It's about $97, but it's free during COVID. So if you would like, it's my How to Manage Stress online program, and it takes you through the understanding of what is it that stresses you, the behavioral, emotional, and physical signs and symptoms of stress, so that you can start to take action. So it's free for you. All you need to do is to go to www.thecareersacademy.online/confidence, and you will see my landing page where there is a coupon code. The coupon code is Be Happy, and it that enables you to get it for free. All right. So if you're feeling the stress, or if you know someone who needs a bit of help, just send them there, and please, download it and start taking a little bit of action so that you can start to manage your stress levels. To be quite honest, I'm so over the lockdowns, and it really is frustrating because we'd all love to have a barbecue in the garden when the weather's nice and have your friends over, but we can't. So let's just do what we need to do and knock this on the head if possible. Okay, so that's enough of that. I would love to know where you're watching from. So if you've tuned in from wherever in the world, do pop in the chat box where you're from, and if you've got any questions, then let me know. If I don't answer them in this 15 minutes, because it's just a 15-minute quick shot of inspiration to kickstart your Mondays, then I will come back into the comments and answer later this afternoon. All right, so I hope that will work well for you. So what am I going to do today? I'm going to be telling you all about how to craft your positioning statement. So what I'd like to do is I will share my screen now with you. Let me open up my PowerPoint, and is this it? Yes, here it is. All right, and I will start from the beginning. Okay, so I'm just quickly having a look at some of the comments that have popped up. Oh, hello. Oh gosh, there's so many. Prasanna, hello, Prasanna, and Cheryl, hello, watching from Trinidad. Oh my goodness, still Sunday for you. Sandeep, hello, Sandeep from Melbourne. You're in lockdown as well, aren't you? I think so. Andy, good morning. Yes, I know, we're inmates, Andy. How frustrating. I'm just looking on my phone, that's why I'm looking down. Carolyn, hello. Oh yes, I know, deep in lockdown. Yes, deep in lockdown. We will get through it. Penny, hello, Penny, lovely to have you here. Sue, hello, and Claire from Tasmania. So how lovely. And Gail, oh, good morning, Gail. Nice to have you back again. And Subro, hello, you're my regular. It's so nice to see the regulars. Okay. And Sharon, oh, hi, Sharon from Newcastle. Love Sharon. Waiting for an email from you, Sharon, by the way. So whenever you're ready. Okay, let me get on with my PowerPoint so that I can help people. And hello, Jasmine from Brisbane as well. It's really good to see you all. Okay, today it's all about interview preparation. Let me get on with it, otherwise I'm going to run out of time. Okay, so your pitch, we need a pitch, because if you don't have a pitch, you won't be able to present yourself well, and first impressions are very important. Wouldn't you agree? So often we are asked, tell me about yourself at the beginning of an interview. And the reason why they ask you this is because it gives you the opportunity to have the stage. You are there, they are listening to you, and you can say whatever you like, basically. And most people find this very difficult. All my clients always say that's the hardest thing. They don't mind talking about their skills and experience and what they've done and talking about their accomplishments, and that's not so hard. But suddenly having to introduce themselves, they're not used to talking about themselves. And so what I would suggest is that you follow this format. It's very simple and it will give you something in your mind. You don't have to follow it, to a T, but it will help you to start to craft a powerful positioning statement. So if you start with what your area of expertise is, the environments in which you've worked, and the reason why I say this is perhaps you've worked in a startup or an entrepreneurial venture, or maybe you've worked in a small medium enterprise, or perhaps you've worked in a national firm, or maybe you've worked in a long, well-established global multinational organization. And these environments are all quite different. And so if you're used to working in huge organizations, then are you able to transition into working in a small startup environment, for example? That's what the interviewers will be worried about. So if you have worked in different environments, the public sector, the private sector, whatever it is that you want to highlight, please do mention it so that people know that you could be adaptable to something different if you're looking for something different. Now, say if you've been in the public sector for all of your career and you are targeting another role in the public sector, then of course you talk about your extensive experience within the public sector because that's what you're targeting, and it makes sense. Now, once you've talked about that, you can mention some of the specific skills that are relevant for the role. I would like to know what your superpower is. Now, I know it's what superpower, for goodness sake, you're probably thinking, but it's something that makes you unique. It is your unique selling proposition. What is it that makes you stand out from the crowd? And it could be the way you're able to generate trust in people, or the way that you are so driven to exceed whatever targets you are met. Or it could be your sense of humor, the way you're able to diffuse a challenging situation. There will be something about you that makes you a little bit different. I mean, I struggle to think about what my superpower would be, but what I like to tell people is that I'm quite innovative in my approach, and I'm always thinking of something new or different to do that will make me stand out a little bit, because I care so much about the people that I serve, my clients, you guys. That's why I'm here every Monday morning doing a LinkedIn Live for free, just to inspire you. Okay, so you can see that I'm driven. So maybe that is my superpower, perhaps. Okay, so what is your superpower that is relevant for the type of role that you are going for the type of environment that you're going for as well? And you know what? With that positioning statement, we don't want you to go on and on and on. About 60 seconds or less will be more than enough. Okay, don't talk very, very fast to get it all in, but try and make it succinct and to the point. In fact, if you can introduce yourself in 30 seconds, I'd be perfectly happy with that as well. But at the end, to stop you from rambling on, end with a question. So say you've introduced yourself, and then you can say, so I'm here today and I'm really excited to hear about this role. Can you tell me a little bit about why this position is open? Okay, so throw the conversation ball back at them. That makes sense, doesn't it? Now, there are several methods that you can, or formats that you can craft your positioning statement with, but this is one example, and I can tell you lots of other examples as well. So area of expertise, environments in which you've worked, your unique superpower, unique selling proposition, and then end it with the question. So here's an example for you, okay? So they say, so tell me about yourself, or tell me about your professional experience. So you can say, I am, and then you can mention what your current position is, or you can mention your job function if you don't want to say a job title. Some job titles don't really mean anything. It's like one of the global outplacement, this global outplacement firm where I'm an independent contractor, I'm called an executive consultant, which could be anything. depending on what industry it is, an executive consultant can do lots of different things. I'm a career coach, so I like to talk about how I'm a coach. So what is it that you are? If operations manager is right for you and you're going for an operations management role, then of course you use your job title. But if you want to focus on how you manage projects so well, then you might want to say that you are a project management specialist, perhaps, okay, with expertise in what? And then here you need to read the job description and discover what it is that are the specific functions or capabilities that they need from the successful candidate. If you've got those skills, then mention them here, because it creates a match in the mind of the listener right away. Okay, and then my strengths include. So this is what you would like to be known for being, your uniqueness that is relevant. And so this could be, I'm known for being a motivating team leader, or I've been told that I'm a charismatic leader, or I'm known for really caring about my staff and helping to develop them. And then you can talk about more of your uniqueness as well. So think about whatever is relevant for that particular role. Yes. Then I've achieved success in. Now, if you have a couple of really good examples to demonstrate where you handled a typical problem for that particular role, and it'll help to project you into the desired direction, then now could be a good time to tell the story very briefly. Very briefly is the important thing. No long drawn out story, because you might lose the listener. So you can add one or two just brief examples of the results that you have attained. And so that could be, I'm one of my capabilities is I'm able to identify solutions to problems, even without being tasked to do that, for example. And then you give an example. Okay. And so if this has projected you into the desired direction, that would be quite impressive, because first impressions matter. And then you can end with, I'm really looking forward to finding out more about this role. So then you throw the conversation ball back at them. That's pretty simple, isn't it? So I hope that is helpful. Now, what I want to do is let me just stop sharing for a moment. Okay, here I am. Okay, back again. If you want to craft your positioning statement and then send it to me for review, I'm very happy to give you a 3-minute recorded video critique of your positioning statement if you buy me a coffee, okay? And I'll tell you a little bit more about that in a minute. Let me just see. I notice that there are some comments. Let me see. Is there anything that I need to respond to here? Oh, it's just everybody saying hello. Well, hello everybody, and thank you so much. If you've got any questions, then just ask. But okay, now let me show you how. I'll share my screen again, and I'll show you how you can send. There we go. How you can send your positioning statement to me if you wish. Okay, so you can buy me a coffee. So easy. You can go to buymeacoffee.com/Jane Career Coach, and I will do a quick review of your pitch using this method that you've learned today. Okay, so craft it, make it brief, make sure it's very brief, and then I'll do it. And then when you go to buy me a coffee, you'll notice that there is a comment section. In that comment section, copy and paste your pitch into there. And then what I'll do is I will record a video critiquing your pitch for you and send it back to you via LinkedIn. Okay. And so as long as you give me your LinkedIn URL as well, then I can send you a request to connect, or you can go to my LinkedIn profile and request to connect to me. Okay, so I'll do that within 10 business days, and that's something that I'm very happy to do for you. So you can have a look at Buy Me a Coffee. Now, there's something else that you might find really helpful, because if you've been struggling about your career communications, not only your verbal pitch for interviews, but also how to craft a strong accomplishment statement, how to write your resume, how to write a cover letter, your verbal pitch, your marketing plan, and also how to address key selection criteria, in particular for public service roles, I have a career communications pack with all the templates and exercises you need to do this. So if you're interested, you can go to the Careers Academy. But what I'm doing now, and it's during COVID days, to help people, because so many are looking for a job at the moment, you can get 50% off if you use the coupon code LinkedIn Special at this URL, the bit.ly URL, bit.ly/career comms. Okay, so that you may find is helpful. Okay, and so every Monday I will be here at 9:15 to assist you, and I'm going to just have a little bit of a chat with you in a minute once I finish the PowerPoint. But do follow the hashtag Jane Career Tips, because that's where you'll find all of my previous LinkedIn Live broadcasts as well. Okay, so here I am. And I'm back. So thank you so much, everybody, for listening. I can see that there are, oh, hello, there are quite a few of you here. Do you have any questions for me? Because if you do, I'm very happy to respond. But if not, I will be back on Monday next week. And what will I be talking about Monday next week? It's going to be more of, here it is. Here's my list of all my topics every week. This will be, how to answer common interview questions. All right. So that's what I'm going to be covering. Now, in my LinkedIn Live 1, if you go to hashtag Jane Career Tips 1, you'll find that I have discussed how to craft powerful accomplishment statements. At hashtag Jane Career Tips 2, I discuss the different resume layouts for different situations for you. In my third one, it's resume do's and don'ts and how to overcome the applicant tracking system when you submit your resume. And then in Jane Career Tips 4, it's how to craft the summary and profile section in your resume and on LinkedIn. And then last week, which was Job Interview Tips 5, Jane Career Tips 5, it was the 4 fatal flaws of interviewees and what to avoid so that you don't make these terrible mistakes. Okay, so that's it for now. I really enjoyed being here today. Let me see, there are some comments here. Sue, can you pop the career pack in the comments? Oh, yes, I think I can. Hold on. Let me go here into the comments. Lee career comms. There we go. I hope that pops up. Can you see that? I'm not sure if it's gone to YouTube or if it's gone to LinkedIn. I'm not sure where you're actually watching from. But what I'll do, Claire, oh, great. Thank you so much, Claire. I'm glad that you got it. So that turned up, right? Because I'm not sure. On my StreamYard, it says that it's gone off to YouTube. But maybe if what I do, I'll just share the screen again and I'll show you that slide again. Hold on, I need to open up the slide again and go back to this one. Okay, excuse me, I'm just faffing about a little bit. So window, here it is. Okay, and I will go back one. I hope you can see this. Play from current slide. There we go. That's better. I'll go back one. Here you go. There's the link. Okay, it's bit.ly/careercoms. Use LinkedIn special to get it at 50% off. Okay, so I hope that is useful. Oh, Sue you haven't seen it. Okay, it's gone to YouTube. So this broadcasts live to YouTube as well, but it's back on the screen, so you can write that down if you'd like. If not, just send me a note, Sue, and I'll send you the direct link as well. So I hope that was helpful. I'll stop sharing again now, and I'm back. So I hope that you saw that. Okay, so Sue, send me a message on LinkedIn and I will. Are we connected? I can't remember. If not, Sue, I will send you the link anyway after this. So that's enough for now. I really hope that you're all staying safe and staying well. Okay, I'll just put Sue. I'll send you the link directly. Okay. Oh, you've got it. Okay, perfect. Okay, so that's all right. All right, guys, how are you feeling? Is anyone feeling just a little bit anxious about the lockdowns, or are you feeling okay? Are you coping all right? Because I find that there are just times when I just think I feel a little bit fed up, but then other times I think, oh, it's fine. The good thing is that I have my Zoom calls with my clients, and that creates that nice connection. I can help them, and then I get that lovely connection. And also I have group Zooms with my family. And here's something that's quite funny, actually, I'll share with you. My daughters, I'm half Chinese, half English, and my daughters have said, Mummy, during lockdown, we want to find out all about our heritage. And so we've started something called what they call Chinese school. And so I tell them about what it was like for me growing up in Hong Kong. And I tell them stories about my mum, who was, Hong Kong Chinese, and how my dad from Yorkshire in England met them. And that's something that keeps us very connected as well, even though we can't physically be together. So I wonder what sort of things you do to stay sane. Feel free to pop in the comments if you're watching the replay as well. I'm always happy to have a chat in the chat box anytime. Otherwise, I want you to stay safe, stay well, and I will see you next Monday at 9:15 bright and early for another shot of inspiration. Okay, and so take care, everybody. And if you've got any questions, I'll answer in the chat box a little bit later on. Bye now.